close encounters. I was driving along in a lonely, obscure road. I was in a remote part of a remote place, and I was heading for the base. I had been posted to a top secret location in my mobile job working for the Ministry of Defence. The conditions were that at any point, at any time, you could be asked to turn up anywhere on duty. And that meant anywhere actually in the world. And so I was driving along listening to some very mesmeric, funky jazz fusion. It was mesmeric, and I was in a bit of a trance. I had a very good hi-fi system in the car, and it was pounding away. I noticed something up ahead. It looked like someone was parked at the side of the road, but that's not what normally happens in these parts. As I approached, I realised it was a damsel in distress, a lady with a flat tyre. I noticed, however, there was a shimmering and light display coming from her heels, her shoes. I'm not sure if this was she had built-in hazard lights, or whether they were for decoration. But they were very pretty and sparkling, like jewels. We were told and briefed often to watch out for sleepers, that is, secret agents who are trying to infiltrate, and they'll use every trick in the book. But I couldn't just ignore this woman, so I stopped next to her and wound my window down, asked her if she required any help, and then I could see she had a flat tyre. So I had to make some excuse here. So I said, I'm actually going to someone's wedding, and that's the reason why I've got this tuxedo on, and I don't want to get any oil on my hands or on my suit. I've only got one. So I can't fix your flat here on the road. Sorry about that. But if you wish, I can give you a lift. Would you like to hop in? I was checking to see if she had any hidden weapons on her, knives, or maybe secret guns. And I noticed that her earrings were sparkling as well. They were shimmering away and pulsating in many different colours, but she looked quite innocuous, friendly, and I was trying to work out if she was perhaps a hologram, because they're very convincing these days, but I thought she was probably real. And so she hopped into the car, and I couldn't resist it. What I did was I did a bit of showing off, and I pressed the metal to the floor, hit the gas, and accelerated. And we were both pushed back and pressed into the back of the seat by the force of the acceleration. The trick worked. I glanced to the side to see if this had been impressive for the young lady, and she said, "Wow, wow, I've never felt anything like that before." And her earrings started to pulse very rapidly and go really bright, and many different colours of the rainbow were appearing. And then there was a incredibly deep, all-pervading rumble. And it wasn't coming from a hi-fi system. It was much louder than what woofers and tweeters can produce. And it didn't go unnoticed. "What's that sound? What is that?" she was saying. And up ahead there was an incredible light display in the night sky. In the night sky, it was spectacular. All these colours in the sky, similar to the colours in her shoes and earrings, pulsating away. She looked really concerned. "What's that? What is that? What is that out there?" I tried to get out of this by not divulging anything. I said it's just sheet lighting. "How do you know that?" she says. "It doesn't look like it." I said, "Well, I'm an atmospheric scientist, so I know what I'm talking about. It's sheet lightning." She wasn't buying it. She said, "How could it be sheet lightning? There's no clouds out there. In fact, I can see lots of stars." It wasn't working. I hadn't managed to fox her. I think perhaps it's very close to blowing my cover. And she said, "Are they testing weapons? Is it a secret base you're going to?" And that was it. I'd broken the cardinal rule, and that was never to pick up hitchhikers when you were going to a new detachment. That was the rule. Don't pick up anybody, no matter how young and attractive they look. These people know all the tricks.